And we're live.
We're live. What is up, YouTube? It is Thursday, July 1st, Canada's Day. Maybe. Maybe.
2021.
Up here in Canada. Yeah, Thursday, July 1st. This is the Hi There Show. You're live with myself, Nick Brunt, and my co host, Ian Conrad. What up, Ian?
Good evening, Nick. It's a nice, cool evening out there. Thinking about pizza.
It's not too bad. It's really hot where we are. I mean, we're on the East Coast and it's pretty hot on the East Coast right now, but it's not even close to what's going on the West Coast. So I feel like I don't get any kind of agency there to say it's hot.
Yep.
It just is.
Yeah.
We just are. We just are, and we do exist here on this Thursday evening.
So that's all
We're
we can
back
do.
live. So okay, we get a new thing we want to do here. We were talking about it last week, but let's do our scrum. Let's do our 10-minute stand-up meeting here. And I believe the official Jira rules
time.
are: you got to talk about what you did yesterday, what you're doing today, and if you have any blockers.
Oh, okay.
So, right? That's what I'm thinking. So,
we can't break
we'll
the Jira rules at all. You do not want to do that. Trust me.
No, I don't know what the rules of Jira are, and I'm constantly afraid of them. And I always need help. I'm that designer that needs help.
What we did last time? What did we do yesterday?
So what did we do yesterday? What did we do last week? We've got a pizza app on the go here, Ian.
Yeah, we responded to a call for help. For a website or some kind of service that breaks down pizza deals. And so, well, what does that mean? We took a dive to explore that a little deeper.
We did. It's maybe a little bit different than the ideas that we usually do because it's halfway doable, and I think we're making some progress here. So I'm kind of excited about it. Now, the client ask was, we need an app that breaks down pizza deals. So aside from being an app on your phone that shows you local pizza coupons, we need to really dig into that deal and see if you're getting the most out of your value. Does that make sense? Is that what we're doing here?
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to take it we're trying to take it a step farther. I mean, we're looking at this Pizza Halifax website that I think is a bit discontinued by now. And, of course we could just list some pizza deals and call it a night. But
we could.
Yeah, we're trying to think of like how can we
disrupt the pizza coupon industry.
Disrupt the pizza coupon industry. Exactly. Disruption sounds bad, but it's actually good. And we were trying to think of some ideas that take this pizza thing to the next level.
Yeah, it sounds bad, but it isn't. That's enough. That's enough there.
It's sought after.
I mean, we also have things shook out with like the Ubers and the DoorDashes, and they disrupted everything, and they're doing really good out there.
Yeah, they're bringing
those disruptor.
They do bring the things you need. Seems.
I used Uber Eats today, and I'm a little. I mean, I think we're all a little. If you know what's going on with Uber Eats, you're not super down with it. But the UI and the UX of that entire experience is flawless, start to finish. It's completely amazing.
It's it's pretty smooth, gotta admit.
I'm playing with fonts over here. So yeah, we're disrupting the pizza coupon industry. We need to bring some tech into this app that's really going to push it to the next level. What did we come up with?
Well, we want to be able to find, get the perfect pizza to you. And deals, price, obviously is going to be something that we incorporate into that. But we really got to thinking about all the different types of data and how could we, no pun intended, slice and dice, and cut up that data so that we can personalize the pizza experience for you. So, we started thinking about, not relying on data being submitted, but going out there and crawling for this data ourselves. So, what if we had a technology such as Bonar, as we came up with, bioptic navigation and ranging technology that could actually look around at all of the different pizza content around you, whether that's websites, social media, and you know, uh, actually scan that image and tell you and gather information about that pizza quality, size, and quantity factors. All kinds of things can be gleaned from an image these
Mm-hmm.
days with the right
Mm-hmm.
artificial intelligence. So
Well, yeah, I mean, I think we're going to be doing some deep thinking, on the AI end in terms of, what are the visual qualities that you're looking for in a pizza? What does this person usually eat versus whatever, if it's sort of a garbage looking flatbread kind of production, we're gonna get there. Actually, I need a flatbread pizza.
yeah, what is a
What
flat?
are the different types? Well,
Pizza is flattened bread.
pizza is flattened bread. We should check out the wiki. Okay, hold on. What is pizza? Pizza is an Italian dish consisting of usually round, flattened base of leavened wheat-based dough topped with tomatoes, cheese, and often various other ingredients, which is then baked at a high temperature. Thank God. Can you imagine if you baked your pizza at a low temperature? Traditionally in a wood-fired oven,
Can't
a small
imagine it,
pizza.
actually.
A small. Hold on, Ian. This
What?
this breaks open a whole new avenue here. A small pizza is sometimes called a pizzetta.
Pizzetta. Hey, a pizzetta.
So, I mean, don't we just sort of double our audience base right here if we include pizzettas as an
A
option?
personal
Like,
a personal pizzetta? I like it. I didn't know that existed.
I
I
hate
learned
that
something new today.
the term pizzetta got to North America and we turned it to personal pan.
Hmm. Personal pan. Yeah. I wonder the marketing department responsible for that is Pizza Hut, maybe?
Probably Pizza Hut, McDonald's, they're doing personal pan. They were just like, it's just like, you're not getting more pizza. It's just, but it is for you. Sorry, I just spent the last 5 minutes looking for pizza emoji that I could copy. And there we go. We're there. We did it.
Pizza deals.
So maybe we can zoom in on the UI because maybe what we'll do for this week is like make some panels and get through the experience.
Yeah, so
I'm going to make sure that this disrupting the pizza coupon industry is always close to what we're doing because I feel like that's important.
Let's assume, we have our technology in the background.
Mm-hmm.
That's, we can come back to that too. But
absolutely, we're utilizing various APIs and libraries and JSON feeds. We've got all the data.
And so, how do we display this to the customer, the pizza connoisseur? How do we rank?
That's a good question.
How do we display these deals to the user? How do we let them know?
Well, maybe we're starting in the wrong spot. Let me look up I'm going to Google a local pizza deal, and I'm going to screenshot the card we get.
Find some pizza deals.
Let's
get some pizza deals here.
Let's get some pizza deals. We'll do this because it's a franchise, and I don't want to like post a local pizza place on the internet for our thousands of viewers to like abuse or do whatever. So, oh shit, this is Google's like here's a pizza deal.
Okay.
So it's for pizza. I think everywhere else in the world that's called Little Caesars. There is a star rating, which is probably generated by users. There's a money sign for some reason. Another word, pizza, confirming that's what we're looking for. The city name, and maybe the top review.
We went to Pizza for their $10 extra large pizza deal, and it was.
Oh man, it was.
It was, wasn't it?
It wasn't that. Didn't like Hemingway write that? Isn't that the saddest short story ever written? We went to Pizza for their $10 extra large pizza, and it was.
It's a literary masterpiece.
Pizza Hut's
Ooh,
Cheesy
this.
Bites Pizza.
I wonder how old this is. Could be new. Who knows?
The stuffed crust seems like a really great
2010.
idea until you get it and it's just like got cold cheese strings in the
Mm,
crust. Buffet deals, $3.99 pizza buffet. What the fuck? Are you serious? Can you imagine handing someone a $5 bill and they go, "All right, sir, eat as much as you would like."
That'd be amazing.
This must be American.
Yeah, definitely.
Proudly serving
Yeah.
Kokomo since 1968. West Sycamore. All right. So I mean, it's a price. In terms of data points, maybe this is the best example. I'll bring it back in here and blow it up. So for a pizza deal, you get a sassy name. Maybe we can break this down.
Okay, yeah. Hold on.
A little bit more.
I'll note some stuff down here.
I'm gonna move this cheesy bites guy out of the way. I'm just gonna put some like labels next to this and drag some lines. So a pizza coupon is a sassy, clever title.
Check.
I used Figma for a discovery session the other day, and I had to, not that I had to do this, I was doing this while like paying clients are sitting there, and that is a high pressure situation internally.
You don't want to make any mistakes.
I can't make any mistakes. What if I misspell something and these people are like, "Oh my God, what have we done? We hired this guy?" And be like, "Yeah, I did. So wrote the pitch." All right, it's a sassy, clever title. It's a, I guess, hard description. So I say hard description in that it's very exact about what you're getting. It doesn't mess around. I see 2 lines of legal type. So maybe that matters. I mean, that's going to matter for a deal AI, right? Like the all-seeing God AI is analyzing these things. It's going to be like, what's that legal text say? You know, maybe it's limit 1 per person.
It does matter, yeah. Maybe it's not like front and center, but it can't be dismissed.
I wonder what that says. I can't see it. It's like, you know, applies in these states. You can't do it. You can't abuse the system because we know you will and you're terrible. So what legal type
probably 1 per person, but that's it's probably not too
bad. Price and expiration.
2011. Wow. Yeah, expiration date. Well, if it's price is going to be pretty important. Expiry date is important because we don't want to show anyone anything that's expired.
Oh man, I mean, on the price thing, let's be honest. If you downloaded this app and signed into it with your social media account, you're cheap. I mean, maybe price is the highest. Well, I guess we'll get to that through research, through UX research, but I would say price is probably the biggest denoting factor here. A pizzeria.
So what other kind of, I wanted to note some data about the pizzeria that we see in this other Google review. Because the pizzeria is going to have a name too. Location.
Oh, that's important because there's a logo on here.
Yeah, going to be like associated with each other somehow. Location matters, whether it's associated with the deal, the deal's associated with the pizza place. We'll get the database person will figure out all of those relationships, right? Maybe it's like a one-to-many, as they say. One pizza place with many deals. Location.
Oh, I see.
Rating. Ooh, a pizzeria rating. Can a deal have a rating?
So, I mean, I wanted to talk about that because Google surfaces that rating right away. Like you Google a pizzeria and it says like, here's what people think about this specific pizzeria. For us, that's a whole different, I don't know. That's a whole different set of functionality, you know?
I think we got to work with pizzeria rating for sure. That's the data that we're going to have. Well, for now, we'll call that.
Maybe we aggregate that. Maybe we aggregate that data. You
Maybe
know,
we make
pull
our
like
own
kind of like
rating.
a.
Yeah.
Oh
Go
yeah,
on.
totally. Yeah, yeah. We
Like we
make our
have
rate.
rating,
Okay.
but like rating. Maybe we can get like all kinds of ratings.
Like not user ratings, but like we this product soaks up all the pizza data in the area and then creates a score, a pizza score, a
Yes.
deal score.
I like it. So we're gonna have a. It's like yeah, deal score, like your a pizza rank.
Like all the way from this is highway robbery up to free pizza, boys, or free pizza, y'all.
Free pizza. Do not,
Yeah, egg.
do not turn this down. You have to. I wish this had spell check. I don't even know if that's how you spell aggregate.
No, you can't turn this deal down.
Yeah, we've already
In
bought
fact,
it for you
what if you
on your
couldn't?
credit
What
card.
if the app, when this app suggests a deal to you, it absorbs so much data and, you know, connectivity, different services all humming together to give you that data that like you're either going to buy this or your user score is going to go down. And if you don't buy 5 of these in a row, you're out. You're way out.
Mm-hmm.
We had to hire a team of people to break into this pizzeria to get the data that you need for this coupon.
It's for you.
It's for you.
Personalized.
It's a personal pan coupon. Oh, right. The name we came up with is Pizza Hackers.
Pizza Hackers.
I just want to let the listening audience know that 30 seconds before this episode aired, Ian came up with the greatest name of all time, and that's Pizzagate, your gateway to pizza.
Your gateway to pizza. Yeah, I think it's got legs.
I think it's
don't
got
think
legs. I think it walks.
I don't think anyone's used it that I've heard of. So
yeah, now we're gonna get that in there.
Pizza Hackers. Hack your local pizza.
You know, we're looking at doing these episodes of, let's take an episode to do like each part of the design thing, because obviously we can't do a full app design. I mean, that would take months, but like we could do an episode that's like branding, and then we take care of like that whole creative brief portion of the app, and we name it, and we make a dumb logo, and we'll draw an Illustrator, and it'll be great. Design.
We're doing
it's a design, folks.
Design.
We're into design. Okay, so these 5 post-it notes up there, that's our UX research. We got it there. Congratulations, everyone. We're there. The client did sign off on it. We did actually reach out to, I mean, I say the client, this is like a real human being on Twitter, and they didn't respond. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe once we get through maybe a little bit of front end, it'll make some more sense for them.
Yeah, it was a bit off the cuff, pretty rough. So yeah, let's keep taking it a bit farther.
No, I'll take that as feedback. I'll take complete silence as feedback for sure. Due dates, name, location, rating, aggregate data. We'll pull it from Google ratings, Yelp, social comments. Don't forget the Bonar, like that AI that's going to scan photos. Perhaps that's in there.
Oh yeah.
Or is that maybe more related to the user? Like,
no, this is it. This is part of it for sure. Bonar.
That's good.
Data.
That's a good name and hilarious joke that I'm willing to. That's a hill I'm willing to die on. Apparently,
let's buy Optic. Makes it okay.
It is. It's by Optic. It's eyes. It's not like a dick joke. That's not funny. We don't do that kind of thing on our show.
No.
We don't do that kind of thing on our show. What do we got? Probably a good time to remind everybody we're taking your ideas. We want you to interact. Please reach out to us. Please. You can get in touch with us at thehithereshow@gmail.com. That's thehithereshow@gmail.com. With questions, comments, send us your app ideas so that we can work on it for like 4 weeks in a row. You can also check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/hitheretweets. I'm at Nick Brunt. I don't know. Just type Nick Brunt into Google and you'll get me. Ian Conrad at Porcelain Duck. What am I forgetting? That's it. Like and subscribe.
Nothing.
Really helps us with that YouTube algorithm. I see there's someone in the chat called The Hi There Show. Thank you so much, The Hi There Show, for joining the chat. We appreciate it. We do love to reach out.
Hit us up in the chat. Tell us about your favorite pizza things, toppings, or attributes of pizza.
What are your favorite toppings, Ian? I feel like you're like a spicy boy, like a pear and arugula and goat cheese kind of thing.
That sounds fancy. You've got me pegged for some kind of fancy.
Some kind of fancy hip lad.
Some kind of fancy dandy person. I would eat that pizza. That sounds really good.
It is actually really good. I've had it. It's very good.
Yeah, like a spicy topping, a spicy sausage or a hot pepper. A classic pepperoni is always good.
Not a meat lovers guy.
You know, sometimes it's just a little bit too much meat in my old age.
Personally, I like it when I eat so many of those little sausage balls that the salt actually starts to hurt the inside of your mouth. Like it has a deleterious effect, you know, on your skin and flesh. Love it. Red onions. Fuck it up, baby.
Oh, I tell you, a red onion.
My partner introduced me to ranch dressing on pizza.
On pizza?
Yeah, like dipping your pizza in ranch dressing, which I had never heard of, but is apparently pretty popular. It's all right. It's not bad. I mean, I can't imagine anything better than dipping this fatty food into like a cup of spiced seasoned fat. It's delicious. It's really good.
I like the sound of it.
So we've got the component parts of a deal. A pizza deal is usually, this is DPUX research, by the way, but it's usually a sassy, clever title. It's got some legal text to let you know how it's tricking you. We have a hard description, so like here's exactly what you get in this offer. Additional details, a price, expiration date, and I guess a name of the RIA. We're using a Pizza Hut one here as an example, and everyone just looks at that weird, shitty fedora, that shiny fedora, and they think, "Oh, that's Pizza Hut."
Pizza Hut. I call them Pizza Hut.
My favorite businesses are Pizza Huts that were repurposed into other businesses. Like, it's clearly the shape of a Pizza Hut, but it's a sushi restaurant because it was a Pizza Hut in like 1995.
You can still see the old like thing burnt into it.
Yeah, the UV burn around where the logo was. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that. Why won't this work?
Pizzeria name. What are you doing down there?
I'm trying to isolate this hat so I can put it on things, but I don't know how to do it right.
I can probably factor it.
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut. It looks like Carmen Sandiego's big sun hat. Her crime hat.
Crime hat? What did Carmen Sandiego do? Was she a thief or something?
Yeah, she like stole art and like defrauded people and like traveled the world.
An art thief.
Yeah, like good thieves, like they steal things that are so expensive that you're like, I can't blame you because you're gutsy.
Yeah, wow, that was like in a movie. Go away. Get this thing. I don't get out of here. Okay. Let's think about this experience.
Yeah. We've got a couple panels here. We have a landing panel. You land. It gives you pizza deals in your area because honestly, what the fuck else would this app do? I don't think that we need to surface any information beyond that. Maybe these cards changed based on that breakdown that we just did.
Yeah, what's important to show somebody at the surface to as an appetizer, we'll call it, enough for them to decide if they want to see
Oh,
more
like
or if they're not interested in this deal. I don't like it.
I hate it. In fact, I hate it.
Deal. Well, we've got this sassy clever title, so that's good.
I'm just adding something to this card to let people know that it's clickable. Which you would think, oh, it's a stack of cards. Do you really need to put an arrow on it to let people know it's clickable? And you do. So just do it. It's an accessibility measure. Variant. I lost my variant on that. Weak.
What variant?
I was trying to make a component. This top component did have a variant. Or perhaps it was this one. No. It's really strange. Okay, screw it.
Oops. To hell with it.
To hell with it. And I backed out of the file. Okay, what are we actually doing here on this show right now?
What are we doing? What should we do? What's our next
Okay,
logical step?
Well, you land in an app, it gives you pizza deals. That's really cool. There's nothing that's not going to be more interesting or less interesting than that. Well, I think, okay, maybe the way to get into the goop of this is to look at this like I've tapped into a deal. Here's the deal as a single page item. What's displayed on this screen? Because that's the meat and potatoes, right? That's going to have the pizza score.
Let's do it. A pizza detail or a deal.
A details page, you would call it.
A details page. All right.
Yeah, make the app.
What information do we need?
Well, let's look at some of our key features. We need a picture because we've collected that information, or at least we said we did.
Agree. Picture, maybe a logo even of pizzeria?
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of this disc I've put up here as a placeholder. We'll make that picture big. We'll see like how much room we have on screen in a bit, but we'll make it big for now. And I need to break up those corners.
$6 each. Up to 3 toppings. I don't know if that's the price is pretty cheap. This font's it's too big. Whoa, $6
for food? Impossible.
I remember the $5 pizzas from. Well, it actually was. Was it Pizza or Little Caesars? One of those companies.
Oh, it was like hot and ready, and they gave you these like frozen pizza things. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember driving around as a youth slamming those things. I'd buy that for $1. Okay. All right, let's get all the information on here. Get rid of some of this, maybe. Next time you do one of these, I'm gonna make the canvases like pixel correct. I promise.
Oh yeah,
because I'm just like making up types. Like
this is
normally when
just a
you're working on like
concept.
web and apps, you know like what's right for font styles that are going to be readable and accessible. But right now I'm just like guessing.
It's all relative. It's a 1200 pixel wide phone. It's a Super Retina. It's one of those big phones, you know.
Even then though,
Maybe it's a
like when you
folding
take
phone.
the retina-ness out of the display and you say like what is the actual width of this, it's like 875 pixels. Like an iPhone 12 or whatever. And then you scale from there. Okay, pizzeria name, Pizzeria Traits.
I think this should be our logo for now.
oh, 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 that's pretty good. Well, I mean, maybe that's a marketing strategy as we make like we're kind of more going for like the pirate community, you know, like the Pirate Bay, you know, the torrent
Yeah, Pizza
freakers
Pirates.
out there. The people,
Pizza
you know,
Pirates tells you when people are on break so you can run in and steal pizza.
so you can run in. It tells you when they go throw it in the dumpster, and you can dive for it, as was popular at some point in the 2010s.
Big Monday. Big Monday.
The friggin' Big Monday. This pizza's gonna make you sick to your stomach.
Yeah, you feeling good?
You're
Not for
feeling
long.
good? You want to eat dinner and just completely like just die in front of the television at 8 p.m.? Check out Big Monday.
$6 is pretty much free. Get it into ya. Okay, this text is good. I gotta
$6 is pretty wild. I need a $6.
This is 2011 though. So this is 10
Yeah,
years.
now it's 2021, and
decade.
I would honestly be really happy to get a $6 single glass of beer. I'd be excited.
Yeah, you wouldn't even get that these days.
Do you remember 10-cent wings? Those are the days.
Oh wow, 10 cents. Sound like our fathers. It's like I remember when a bag of chips was a nickel.
I'd eat a
Cool.
nickel bag of chips. They were good back then, though. All you had was like chips, like potato chips.
Regular and
sweet, smoky bacon, whatever.
roast chicken chips.
Chicken chips. Oh man, I'd eat some chicken chips though, for real. Roasted chicken, hell yeah. I think I'm more on that end of things than like a salt and vinegar, you know, or dill pickle. I don't know if they have those flavors in other places in the world, but we have a flavor called salt and vinegar, and it's atrocious. It hurts your mouth.
I think that's the goal.
Yeah, okay, that's fair enough.
Keeps people coming back.
Oh, my mouth hurts. It's like oyster. It's like you eat it and you're like, that was horrible and felt horrible, but you know, there's something about it.
There's just
Let's
something
do a little.
You can't look away.
I just can't. It's like a car accident that I poured in my mouth with salt. How do I take here? Let's do some Figma learning. How do I take this $6 tag in this box and make it a padded element? Do I just make it a component?
Put it in a frame. Or yeah, hold on, let me see what it is first.
What about a group?
Yeah, I would.
Damn you.
Frame the text, and then you can do padding, and then you can add the background to the frame itself instead of using a rectangle. Get rid of that rectangle, clean things up.
That's a design rectangle. It took schooling and several years of experience to get me to that rectangle, so
Okay.
I feel like it stays.
Rectangles were rectangle class, shapes, rectangle, circle.
Shapes class.
First day of design school, it's shapes.
Shapes and colors. Yeah. You know, I did pretty good. I think I got up to like octagon, and then that was it for me. It was a hilarious joke.
Well, that's
totally fine.
I can count to 8.
Pizzeria name. I mean, I feel like the name of the deal is as relevant. The price is important and inherent. Like that to me belongs in a space that's sort of above everything else. Because again, the price is inherent. It's the biggest deciding factor. And then we have a photo. And then we tell them what they're getting.
Yeah, what do you...
No, I don't want to ask Siri. I never want to ask Siri. I asked Siri like once around the time that this coupon was expiring, and that was it.
No thanks. No more asking Siri.
No thanks. I wonder what the actual uptake is on that. Like if you were at Apple and it was like, hey, what's the actual percentage of iPhone users that utilize this tool on a daily basis? I feel like they'd have grim looks on their faces.
Like,
I'm going to take title case out of that title. We'll write some JavaScript. We'll have the developers write some JavaScript that make sure it's never all caps. Never.
We can do that.
Pizzeria name, pizzeria attributes, takeout delivery, extra contact delivery. Right. So we wanted to introduce sort of an extra contact delivery system where you could request that rather than just dropping it off on your doorstep, the person would actually come in and sort of physically touch you in some way before dropping off the pizza. Maybe it's like a pat on the arm or like the double shoulder, like, oh, you're doing good shake, you know?
It's an option, yeah, for, as we wind down out of COVID, we want to try and help people make up for lost contact over the past 17 years of isolation.
17 years. Well, this is the year 2038.
I feel like I've been isolated my whole life. I feel like I was born inside this apartment. I've just been here. I've always been here.
Did you see that cartoon that was going around? It was like a comic strip. And it was like, like pre-COVID, post-COVID, and everyone's just like still just chilling on their devices at home, watching whatever. All right. We have details in here. Are we gonna spice this up? Like,
are we missing anything? I think is this more about the deal or how do we separate the deal from the pizzeria?
Well, we're searching by deal, not by pizzeria. Okay. So like perhaps a pizzeria has a single page that you could tap into and get more of their deals. But this is front page. I've been presented a deal. I'm going to flow into it. Now I'm looking at the deal. I don't know. Let's get some shit in here. What's the pizza score? Where does that fit?
I think that's a pretty prominent. So what does a pizza score look like? Is it a number? Is it a...
I don't know. It could be a color. It could be like an emotion. It could be... yeah, it could be a shape and a color. Series of emojis for sure. Yeah, all of those things. Since we're not developing this and we never have to worry about that and there is no budget and timeline, we can, I would say those things are totally go.
Can it be...
No.
Okay, good. What else? So what else do we need? What do I want to buy? Okay, so what's the picture? Is the picture the deal or the pizzeria? This is it. It's the deal of some sort. It's
It's
not
the
the
deal,
pizza.
yeah.
If we have it. If it's not, we'll put that in the technical documentation. Need some fallback imagery in case we don't have it.
Well,
What if I want? So I want this deal. I want to buy it.
okay.
Now what?
I don't know. It says like buy it.
Buy it.
Done.
Yeah, it should be big.
Yeah, no, as big as it can
Let's
be.
make
And
that.
maybe like
Let's make that sticky too.
we do have a
Sticky footer.
we do have a nav down here. I don't know why. We'll work on that. Well, let's talk about the picture. Do we need a picture? Because if we don't need a picture, this area then becomes more like that.
How important is a picture? I like a picture.
I like a picture.
I think people would want a picture. It's a judge of quality. We're gonna have lots of pictures. We're crawling the web.
We're crawling
the
web.
We're gonna be overflowing with pizza pictures. Look at this little guy.
I already have an SW S3 bucket set up for all these pizza pictures. Terabytes a month is what I'm going on.
Terabytes.
Okay, what about the pizza rating? How can we excite users? How are we breaking? Okay, maybe it's not a picture at all. We need to break down the deal. That's what this slice was all about up here. So here's what I'm thinking. I don't know how we're going to do this, but we need to break down the value of a pizza into 8 parts because it services the design department to a degree. So we're going to get this pie graphic up here. I actually threw this in on this component last week. So let's get this sweet pizza pie graphic up on here. Paste selection. Just do it.
So we need,
okay, I see.
We need 8 attributes.
8 attributes, and those attributes get sort of colored into this pizza, right? So maybe is it like, what are the largest contending factors here? I'm yelling. I'm sorry, I'm yelling.
Well, I mean, price is one, right? We can't ignore that. Let's get price out of the way. Price, maybe like, I'm just spitballing here. I'm thinking of what, and this is my own personal opinion of what might be.
Oh yeah, to preface this entire show,
like, so I want to know price for sure, but I also want to know speed. I want to, how fast is it going to get to me? That's important. Or like maybe it's a factor of distance and data we have about like delivery times and speed. Maybe that's some more information. Toss that.
Do you ever feel like a pizza just gets to you not late? Like, I don't know if I've ever had one that's like fast.
I want it to be really fast.
I want it to be so fucking fast.
So pizza. Oh, this is a deal score, not pizza score. So price, I would say speed. Quantity. We can take stuff out.
No, quantity works. Again, you've downloaded an app to ascertain this information. Like, you're into, I want a lot for a little.
Yeah, maybe that matters to me. I want a ton of pizza. I want like a pound and pounds of it. Pounds of cheese.
Yeah, I know. I want like an embarrassing amount of food that I wouldn't admit normally. I get that. We gotta get that. Like when you go into a breakfast place and they have cutesy names for all their dishes.
Oh.
And you're like, yeah, I think this morning I'll have the double lumberjack glutton breakfast, please. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
I'll have the big idiot breakfast.
Yeah. Way too much food. Give me something that the wait staff will talk about when I'm not here. Thank you.
Yeah, I definitely want to make sure that I'm throwing something in the garbage when I'm finished. I want to have leftovers, but I can't take it
It might
home.
be my pride. It might be my pride, and that's okay. So I've got, I mean,
Toss that pride in the garbage. I like
toss
the
that
way it's
pride in the
looking.
garbage. Just put more cheese on it, shithead. Yeah, I've got this like Trivial Pursuit kind of idea where we've got a pie chart. That's so
Ooh,
good.
a pizza pie chart. Yeah,
A pizza pie
obviously.
chart that sort of shows you the balance of elements there, right? So obviously, like if we were to, and as a general design rule, try to, this is like actual design advice, do everything that you can to avoid color coding systems. You can, but you need so many other backups in place to let people know what's actually going on that if you just rely on colors, your app sucks. Don't ever do that, Apple. But yeah, so each one of these colors obviously has a value. So in this one we have 3. Perhaps we add more. Maybe 3 is enough. Cost, quantity, and quickness.
Yeah. Quickness, speed, type factor.
Could I buy some sort of microcurrency like gems or diamonds or like, you know, pizzettas that maybe make it come faster? What if you could fucking pay a pizzeria? Like,
Oh,
listen. I've got my friends over. I've had 2 Coors Lights. I will give you $10 to make it come quicker. Just add a 10 to
that's
that bill. I fucking want it the
now
second I can.
now you're thinking. That's
That's a disruption.
I think the business team is going to appreciate that for sure. And
Yep.
I can even see a world where someone else comes and says, "Look, I'm willing to pay $11," and then I get a notice and say, "Are you willing to be shown up by some other loser?" And then I say,
You're
"No."
auctioning off the time of the
$15.
delivery guy.
Yep. There's a lot of logistical
Okay.
factors that are going to have to come into play, I think. But
Well, I
again,
mean,
there's
I can
people that
immediately
figure
think of
that
a
stuff
few.
out.
There are people that figure that stuff out. I mean, in a scenario where we're bidding, we're vying for this person's attention. It's not a delivery person. They're like the dean. They're like the dean of pizza. The dean of the
Pizza.
pizzeria. So dean is the best I came up with. Cost, quantity, quickness. That's a good pizza score.
Sure.
What about like quality? Is that?
I mean, this.
I don't think we care about that personally.
Wow.
What was that? Are you there? I hear banging. Oh, is it the fireworks for that day we're all doing today?
Man, I'm trying to figure out where they would be. Because there's
Down in the
nowhere.
harbor?
No, they're like in my backyard.
It's not. It,
The
that's
commons,
fireworks, right? Probably the
maybe? Yeah.
commons.
It's closer than the
It
commons, though.
it is Canada Day in Canada, but it's a weird one for a bunch of reasons I don't want to cover on this show. But do go look it up, please.
I feel like quality is baked into this somehow, but now that I think about it some more, um,
What
maybe
if we? Sorry, go ahead.
maybe it's
Finish.
not ingrained enough here.
What
You
if we're
know?
platforming on? We're not going to show you something unless it's already passed these several bars of qualification in your My Pizza profile, which uses social personal data to develop an automated set of preferences for the user. The user.
You are user.
We use the bioptical pizza AI that scans photos of pizzas on social media to develop sentiment about the quality of product. So I'm assuming that's taking photos, pairing it with reviews. Deal Blue AI, that's a riff on Deep Blue AI, breaks down into component parts to help users understand where the pizza value is coming from. So maybe that's enough stuff to tell users, like, we're only showing you something because it's dope, like Spotify.
Quality, yeah. Let's say quality is ingrained somehow here. We know that's important. But it's again, these factors are kind of personalized to you a bit as well. Somehow. In some magical technical way. This works.
If from a user perspective, I would say, why are you showing me something I don't want? But maybe there's value in that. I often want to see things I don't want. I think it was you who tweeted the other day that was like, the most like satisfying ads to get on the internet are ones that are clearly not for me because they're fascinating.
Oh yeah, I was wondering if I tweeted that or not. Yeah, I like getting irrelevant ads. How else am I going to learn about something new? I don't.
Yeah, I know what I want. Like, I know what I want. I want, you know, the new TV or whatever. That's fine. Show me all the other stuff. I had a weird one the other day because I am, you probably can't tell by the way I'm hunched over my camera, but I'm very tall. And sometimes I get ads for diseases that affect tall people.
Oh my Lord.
And it's like,
You are ill, Nick.
I can't think of the specific name, but there's a few afflictions for people that are very tall. And I get ads that are like, do you have this thing that only affects people that are gross like you? And I'm like, oh my God.
Uh,
I do want a free book on mesothelioma.
oh, they got you in the content marketing. Just enter your email address and we'll cure you. Like, you won't
Yeah.
believe this natural cure for the thing that you have. Like a picture of a cashew, like in a rotten
Yes.
mango.
A Brazil
Q-tip.
nut.
Yeah.
Yeah, so great. You know, it's like I tell my kid, if that was real and existed, corporations would have monetized it a long time ago.
Yeah, you wouldn't be hearing about it in this form. It would be a brand.
Totally.
Probably.
Yeah. Dad, are ghosts real? No, because if they were, Coca-Cola would be hiring them to like impersonate Tupac or something.
Yeah, that would
we
be
would totally
they'd be monetizing that somehow.
Oh my God.
Make
They
a
would
ton of
have
money.
ghosts working like in nuclear reactors or something. No, I
Yeah, for
wish. I
free.
wish they were real.
They'd find a way to get the ghosts back into this world and exploit them for labor in toxic
Labor?
environments.
For fucking labor. But don't worry, I get my big Monday for $6 because Pizza Hut's really into that ghost market. I don't know why I put I'm trying to graphic design over here and I shouldn't.
Ghost Hut.
So I would say at this point, the name of the pizzeria is perhaps not the most prominent element here.
I think maybe, yeah. I'm kind of putting
maybe it's the
on
name
the
of the deal.
Here. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards on this. What did we call it? The listing page?
This would be, I would call that a landing page. So, I mean, that's a landing page
I mean, I guess
post sign up, post login. Like you're already using the app, and when you open it, this is what you get.
this is your pizza recommendations. It's a
Your
dynamic
recos.
list.
We need like a name for that dynamic list. Like, I think we called it My Pizza Profile.
Your pizza.
Also, I'm going to go ahead and name this deal The Big Monday because I'm not a total asshole. And that's the right way to name that deal.
The Big Monday.
God. The Big Monday.
It's
Your
the
doctor's
Big
going to
Monday.
hate this deal.
Your doctor will hate it. Doctors hate it. It's like, no, please stop eating this. Guys, I'm not the
Doctors
bad guy.
hate this pizza deal. That would work. Is the worst part. If you ran that ad enough, it would work.
Yeah, well, like when KFC put that Double Down out, and it's like, this has too much salt, and I'm like, where is it for sale right now?
I actually, I have a distinct memory of me and you going out to try the Double Down because it was like a meme, and we were like, yeah, okay, I'm way in on that.
We did it. I thought it was actually kind of small. It was pretty small. It wasn't. It was all right.
It was all right. It was just big. Like, it was pretty salty. There's like a cheese slice in there.
Didn't need to be that salty. Cheese and fried chicken is a weird combo to me. Maybe that's a
cheese and fried chicken. Chicken and eggs always kind of weirded me out.
The chicken or the egg?
It's like having like steak and veal at the same time, you know?
Yeah. That is weird. Takeout, delivery. What do we got here?
So the name of the deal takes precedent because this is about deals, not pizzerias. Well, I like a specific pizzeria. Then just go to their fucking website, you mopey shit.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, what are you doing?
What are you even doing here? That should be in our FAQ.
Can I find my favorite pizzeria? No.
Yeah, you can.
I don't know.
Phone book or whatever people do.
The yellow. Have you heard of the Yellow Pages?
I'm just like goofing with elements. Okay, I got to get some stuff on this page. So the Big Monday, we get the details of the deal. Perhaps we use whatever kind of photography we have as a design element in the background of this thing. So you would say, why would we use the photo? Because this huge thing is covering it up, but you kind of still get enough visual information, and that's just fine.
Yeah, maybe we have like a row of photos. I wish that emojis you could...
Okay, oh, that's so annoying. I'm Googling skull emoji transparent background, and we'll see if the first result I get actually has a transparent background or one that somebody faked.
Fake faker.
Wow, look how high quality that is, comparatively speaking.
It's way better.
I'd like to draw emojis. I mean, what a job that would be.
We should make our own emoji set. Screw them.
We could. You can download them here. You can make an episode out of it.
Pizza Hat.
Pizza Hat. All right, we get the Big Monday. We get we need qualifying text under that, so that works there. You know what? I'm gassing right out here. We're about halfway through the episode. Why don't we take a pizza break? I'm gonna go have a bite of pizza. I think you should go have a bite of pizza and just sort of pontificate on where you're at.
Maybe I'll make a a bite of pizza would be good. A pizza.
In the bottom of my deep freeze, like deeper than I'm willing to dig, there's pizza pockets down there.
Actually,
And I
pizza
feel like
buckets.
that's like, I feel like that's the most sinful version of pizza. Like that's the.
Yeah, they just take a beautiful pizza and then they fold it up and freeze it.
That's how they make them. They take one whole pizza and they like genetically modify it into like a sort of a fleshy sack that you microwave.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyway, all right. Do you want
Comes
to
to
take
life.
do you want to take a 5?
Yeah, let's take 5. BRB.
Hit us up in chat. Hit us up on Twitter. Hit us up on Gmail. Check us out. Do all those things. Slap the buttons, and we'll
Yep.
be back in a bit.
Think about what pizza attributes are important to you, but be back in a minute. And we are back, everybody. Welcome back to the Pizza Hackers episode.
The Pizza Hacker Show, where all we do is pizza tech.
Pizza tech. Yeah, we're a pizza tech. We're a pizza tech show, and we do different apps and products and services revolving only around pizza.
Halfway not a bad idea.
Let's dominate that pizza market.
Dominate that pizza. Sorry, I'm playing with these emojis. I'm pretty sure the pizza emoji, comes from a pizza with 6 slices in it, and that's some bullshit.
6. It's not going to fit together actually well at all. It might even be a 7-slice pizza, which is going to be upsetting.
It is a 7-slice.
Has this
pizza.
been done?
That's garbage.
How do you cut a pizza into an uneven number like that? That's terrible.
I hate it because this probably went through 1,000 rounds of revision. Some poor soul was just like, "Oh, you just want me to draw a pizza slice for $300? No fucking problem. That'll take me a night." And they revised it 1,000 times, and they eventually ended here with 7 slices. That sucks.
Yikes!
Brutal. It's a good. You know what? This is a good reminder of what we're doing, of why the good work that we're doing is so important.
Yeah, we
put that there.
We don't want to contribute.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think that what we're doing here is about contending with big pizza.
Kind of reining it in a little bit.
The big pizza, their control on industries, their sort of influence on the vaccination market. I'm tired of it. I want to get to the bottom of it. Okay, that sucks, truly. So
that's
we're back.
A weird thing that we've uncovered here.
That's a truth that you can only find here on the Hi There Show. We'll accept your super chats in kind. So we've got a pizza app. A user lands. They're presented with a bunch of local deals. They tap one of those deals. They are presented with a breakdown of that deal based on cost, quantity, and quickness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now what?
We need a score. All of that is some quality. Yeah, what does a score look like?
Maybe we could do like a Rotten Tomatoes thing where it's like, certified fresh, or like,
okay,
this pizza's wicked.
I hear you.
Is it a number? Is the pizza score a number? Is it 80% on the pizza-o-meter? Similar to, again, Rotten Tomatoes?
Pizzometer?
The pizzometer!
I like the scale. I like it out of 100. You can do a lot with that, right? It's pretty.
Welcoming. Because a lot of the numbers, I feel like, when you're rating, like, if you rate something between 1 and 100, most of those numbers are useless. Like, 20 is the same as 25. 80 is the same as 88.
Yeah. That's 100 is a lot.
No, I'm down. I think it's about manipulating the audience, right? I don't care if they get the pizzometer. I just need them to see it, right?
Yeah. Now it's going to look cool.
Yeah, it's going to look cool.
That's primarily what I'm concerned about, if I'm being honest.
That it looks cool? Yeah, that's the whole UX thing is cool. Actually just made up.
That's why they call it UX. That's a cool. It's one of the coolest job titles. Like one of the coolest words. UX.
If we were in like a slightly different universe, it could be IX.
IX?
Yeah. Because of the iMac, iPhones, the iThings, the iPods, the whatevers of the world. It could have been a lowercase I and then a big X. and it would be information experience.
Oh
Wait,
yeah,
what did the I in IMAX stand for?
I don't think it really does stand for anything special. I'm gonna try and.
According to Apple's brand kit, I is for internet. It's an internet Mac.
I was gonna say that, and I'm like, no, that's not what it is.
When Apple debuted its first i product, the iMac, Steve Jobs, Apple co-founder and CEO, no shit, said it was a marriage of the excitement of the internet with the simplicity of Macintosh. Boys, it's coming preloaded with Netscape. $1,800. It's green and has Netscape. And you can edit movies on it.
Very cool.
Gathering that the pizza-o-meter, this thing that we've employed 2 or 3 different artificial intelligences to aggregate for us, do you think that that's worth surfacing on the landing page?
Yeah.
And if so, doesn't it make the last 5 entries useless?
You mean if everything
What if you got one deal? Like you open the app and the app is just like, this is what you bought.
Maybe it like automatically knows that's what you want, and then it's like, hey, we have already bought it for you.
We already bought it. It's on your Apple account. You open the app. I'm going to... I guess that number should be reflected out front to some degree. Like that should be a part of that component somehow. How, I don't know.
Maybe it's somewhere near the price or something. What is this? Variant situations are weird, Figma, these days.
Yeah, I suffer from that thing where I work in XD all week long, every day, all day long, and then
XD, the Adobe world for life, Adobe for life.
Adobe for life. I want to pay those good boys over at Adobe like $1,000 a year until I'm fucking dead, until I'm dead and dust, and that's the life for me.
Yeah, you don't own your software.
I don't own my software. I pay an amount of money so that old man Adobe doesn't kick in my door and get me. That's an interesting point. I don't know like how couth it is to talk about, but I, as a young kid who was deeply fascinated in the internet, started my career probably with pirated software. I bet there's a lot of designers out there, especially our age, like back when this stuff was first becoming a thing, like web. No, there was no school or like thing that you could go to. I mean, eventually there was.
Eventually.
But yeah, so it was like I was like 18 and I had to like pirate Photoshop just so I could get going on it. I think they have other options now.
You got to do what you got to do.
You gotta freaking do it. I'm in no way like. Sorry?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just saying, I don't mean to say that in any way where I condone piracy, because developers need to make money, and that's the reason why this stuff happens. But like, that's how I got going. That's how I started screwing around in my basement or whatever.
It's kind of no other way. In a sense, if you hadn't done that, then you wouldn't be a paying customer today.
I wouldn't know.
Is another way to think about it. I guess the thing about the monthly pricing or whatever is it does, I guess, make it a little accessible to try it out. Like you could get Photoshop for a month for $10 instead of having to drop, what, hundreds of dollars up front on it. But then you have to keep paying.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We have a department that takes care of that stuff, but
Oh, that's nice.
It's quite
It's like
excessive. And to it, Adobe would
some
say like,
software.
yeah, but you could use our software and make $1 million. And it's like, I get it, but that much money is exorbitant, or at least the annual fees on Creative Cloud. Oh God, Creative Cloud. Do you want to discover? No, Photoshop. I just want to resize a JPEG. I just need to jump in here, and it's like, but what if you discovered new things to learn? And it's like, no, I really just need to resize this JPEG. It'll take like 30 seconds.
I'm serious.
I'm so serious.
Next time. How about next
What about
time?
your cloud? Next time, yeah. Have you checked out your cloud library? I mean, I do all my work on this machine, so I'm good.
Open in the cloud. No. Or yes, I guess.
That's good.
I like
Nope.
clouds. Cool.
Are you building that component? Oh, you are.
Yeah, you
Thank
can
you.
mess around with it here. I was trying to do the variant, but the way variants work now is
It's a little more confusing than it needs to be.
well, what I don't like is that it doesn't change. If I update the main version, it doesn't update the variant, which is to dive into this.
Oh,
you know,
I've had that
like
problem with XD where,
I thought it was the
personally
main
speaking,
component.
I want to edit the variant like completely differently, like as its own item. It's sort of weird how it breaks it out into stacks here, but at least you can see it. Like you would, this thing that Ian's working on right now, you would have that off in a component collage where you could reference it later. So it's not in front of you, but like every time you add a variant, it keeps like growing that stack, right?
Yeah. So I could add another one and it would make that stack some more, but I'm not going to do that. Can't control Command Z that. So then what I'm going to do...
Spicy up here.
What will we do here? Let's take this. So we have this deal thing. So we'll do this. And we'll say, so this is variant 2. I should have renamed that too. The dark background variant. And we can zebra stripe it. Add these bad boys to a frame. Make that an auto layout. I haven't done an auto layout in a while. That's fun. And then what happens if I do this? Command D. Make a list. Wait, hold on a second. List. Can I type? Let's turn the clipping on, and then we'll make that smaller. And then we'll go boom. No, you can't change multiple variants at once. Change that back to default. Change you back to default, and there we go. Have a list going. I think we lost your audio. What's going on here?
I am back. That was me. Hi. Sorry. I was over here cussing a lot. Like I was having a real meltdown. So I had to tune out for a minute.
You put earmuffs on, all of us.
Oh, dude, I'm like so wicked pissed over here. So I'm just trying to chill out. That's all. There, that looks better. Little arrow nubbies.
Nice. Perfect.
So here's a good reason. Interesting, actually. I just said I want variants to act completely separately, and I actually don't, because I just did this thing where you do sometimes where you move something over, and you're like
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then you do the same thing to the other one and like count it out in your head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's got to be a better way. Something new to
And
explore at some point.
shift, obviously, like if you shift move something, shift arrow key something in Figma, it's the same as Adobe products where it bumps at 10 pixels. Like it's always like an even 10 pixels.
A nice
So
little
you know,
nudge.
just a nice little nudge. You know, it's a round 10. Developers aren't going to be mad about a round 10.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. I don't know.
Okay.
These cards could be.
Hmm.
According to people like you,
Oh.
this deal is series of meta tags.
Good. Oh, I like it. Are you? Is this like a kind of like a Netflix type
Uh,
thing?
yeah,
This
I'm
deal
gonna try
is
and build.
spicy.
Is lit. This deal is lit. It's sprung. It's jacked.
Could we use them? We
It's
could use emojis
roasted.
in there.
Could use emojis in there.
Whoa, there's a new. I found a new emoji. Oh, this
What?
doesn't put
Hold
me
on.
in.
Nobody's heard of this emoji before. It's an emoji for when you look in the fridge and you're really super hungry and there's nothing in there.
Aw,
Oh man.
just massive disappointment.
An emoji for when your partner goes away for the weekend and you just commit food crimes the entire time. They think you're gonna have a party, but you're really just fucking eating everything.
Hide the wrappers.
Hide the evidence. How do I add a vertice to a shape in Figma? Come on, guys. We're trying so
Vertices.
hard here. There we go. Jesus Christ. That's a tough one. How do you compete with a
So
company who's done nothing but vector drawing for 25 years? I dig it. Oh, you got an emoji in there.
we could.
Well, hold on.
Little,
And then
I typed in lit and I get an Italian flag.
okay.
Not cool. Oh, nice.
I would
Jack.
like to make this. I would like to make this into a padded element in a single click, like I can in other pieces of software, but that's fine. We'll just copy and paste them. Lit, jacked. What else could a deal be?
Something like really good, like stupendous
Oh,
or out of this world or like
or like
meteoric, like
maybe it's
unbelievable.
like
Like what's a deal that's so good that it's like bonkers?
maybe it's a little quirky. Also known as gymnast. I'm gonna get the cartwheel emoji in there. I'm trying to
Okay.
anyway. For like quirky or like funky or like one of those like one of those terms.
I got my thesaurus churning in my brain.
I'm literally looking at the Unicode and I can't get it in here.
What, the emoji?
The one I'm
Sometimes
looking
emojis
for.
don't paste in here. In this dang software.
This dang software. I was looking at the Unicode version of it, which is like the one. All right, I was just looking for a person cartwheeling, and I was gonna be like, that's like, you know, quirky. Which I'm saying for the 14th time.
I'm gonna throw in an obligatory trending.
Oh, trending. Yep.
I just want
That word doesn't need to mean anything.
Trending. Hot.
Yep. What are some other words that this could be?
Pizza words.
Oh, we could say the steel has drip. Steel definitely has drip.
Mad. Look at that drip.
So, see, now I need the drip emoji.
Is there a quirky
drops emoji? Sweat droplets? Quirky, yep. It's like kind of, you know, it's like it's a bit different, you know, for the youth that are trying to get out there and have drip, I guess. It's what one does. It's what one does, Ian.
Sometimes it's just what one does.
So normally when I see meta tags like this, I feel like I can click on them and I'm going to get. That was perfect what you just did there. Yep.
Wait, that one? Yum.
Yeah, I feel like when I see meta tags like this, I can click on them and get more results from this category.
I hear you. I hear you. You want me to fix this one? Wait.
I get it.
There we go.
Is that grouped? Why can I not click that? Come on. Oh, there we go. If we group those, we can distribute. Figma calls it tidy up.
No, tidy up.
Didn't do it right.
You don't want to tidy up.
It worked. It works. It's called distribute in XD. Not to keep shitting on Figma, but and it works. It's wonderful.
Here, I think it's called align.
There's a line, but there's also distribute.
Oh yeah, there is. Oh yeah, it's called distribute horizontal, I guess. Here. Mess up. That's the feature that I want. Randomize. Just randomly make my I just want to keep clicking a button. It's like rolling a dice in Figma. Figma, are you listening? And it just keeps rearranging elements until it's kind of like the 1,000 monkeys on 1,000 typewriters thing. If I hit it 1,000 times, it's eventually gonna make an awesome design.
Right? If you were to randomize a website forever.
Yeah.
You'd eventually have a good one. What's a good website? What's your favorite website? Ian, what's your favorite website?
Well, funny you should ask, Nick. That brings us to today's sponsor. No, not really.
Today's sponsor, check us out.
Check us out. I did hear a sponsor for a podcast called Magic Spoon, which is cereal that's really expensive.
Okay, yeah.
And I went to the website and it is pretty dope. The way that you add stuff to the shopping cart, it's like there's like you have to pick 4 boxes of cereal for your order, and then it's got like these outlines of the boxes, and as you click them, it like fills it in. It fills like these dotted lines out with the box that you clicked on and stuff. It's pretty cool. For a very, it's a very like, I would call it like a boutique e-commerce site, but they yeah, I have to say it's a little bit refreshing for a site where you just buy stuff, which are usually all the same.
It does feel a little bit like, hey, nobody's done a luxury version of this online with, you know,
Mm-hmm.
a thought about sales experience, so we can capitalize on that. And I mean, I guess that's what you do in the startup space, right? Like,
It almost
nobody's
made me feel
disrupting our
like,
cereals.
yeah, paying like whatever the price was per box of cereal was going to be worth it because at least the experience was very nice. It was a luxury experience all around. Maybe I will go buy that
It's
cereal.
I wonder if they're good. It has no sugar in it, though, right?
No, they're like it's just as good, but it's like all the, I think it's gluten free. I don't know. Everything free,
Okay.
sugar free. I mean, there's only one way to find out. It's got
I'd eat
protein.
it.
I don't know. I'm skeptical. Real skeptical. Should have fucking sponsored us, and I wouldn't be saying any of this. I'd just be saying how good it is.
Listen, we'll get there. We're gonna get
Casting,
there.
I don't need to be casting doubt on your product, but I'm gonna have to, grease my palms, as they say.
Yeah, I mean, if
Get my
you
beak. I need to get
sponsor
my
us, we
beak a
can
little
really sort
wet.
of start to, yeah, get my beef a little wet. I'm gonna dip that beef, you know, in that au jus of life that is your sponsor money. Hit us up. We'll get there. And they'll be like, we got this, we ate the cereal, and it was definitely cereal. You can buy it now.
Yeah, I would buy it if I were you. That's
I
that's all
tried
I
it, and
know.
it was food. I tried it, and it was food. They sent us some. Um,
Certified food.
it was really good. Like, if you ever had a Coke Zero and thought, like, man, this can't be real. This tastes so weird. Like that.
Like magic. I guess they really do put the magic in the spoon.
We put the magic in the spoon. Actually, if it was really good, that'd be pretty cool. I'll mess with some cereal. I'll eat some cereal. I've eaten some cereal, Ian.
I've eaten cereal, yeah, before. I've actually had a cereal milkshake. Speaking of cereal, I had a cinnamon toast crunch milkshake, and it was pretty good.
What?
It tasted exactly like what you'd think it would be.
Yeah, okay. I
Cinnamon toast
like
crunch,
cereal
and
just ground up into like a paste.
yeah, with some like sugary milk, frozen milk product,
Yeah.
some iced cream.
I was away last weekend with some children and family, and some of these family brought, it was like bottles of like chocolate bar milk, like Crispy
Yeah,
Crunch or
baby.
like Kit Kat or like whatever, but like we ground this shit up
Oh,
into milk and now it's in a bottle.
yeah.
And man, it was pretty good. It was like
There's,
inconceivably sweet.
yeah. It's like and almost like it stings. It's so good.
Mm.
Like it hurts.
It's like it. It's like it's fissile. Like 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 supercritical plutonium was involved in flavoring this food. Is kind of what it tastes like. I'm like, I'm, I'm, I don't know what to put on this thing. I'm gonna put on this app.
A lot of a lot of quality
Lot of
information. Oh,
things
we
to
need
think
our. I
of.
mean, we need our CTA. Come on, let's get the business team's gonna be
Oh, okay.
pissed.
Right. There's a buy now,
We need
obviously,
a big
on
button.
here. Big button, buy now. Rounded edges, blue or green.
I'll make a button. I'll take a stab at that button.
Okay. Cool. I'm not offended. It's fine.
Around those edges so round. It's a.
So
I'll
round.
make these edges so round. It's a circle. What am I doing?
Uh, I know this is terrible to do in CSS, but I do it in these apps. It's like, what is your rounded edge value? And I'm like 5,000 because I never want to set this value again when I drag it around and resize it and stuff. So yes, it is, the rounded edges are 5,000. I feel like there's 8 people in the entire world that will get that joke, and that's why UX rules.
That's a niche joke, but those people that get it are gonna love it and cherish it and probably
Tell their
remember it
friends
forever.
about it and go like, hey, we saw this new thing these guys are doing. They're making like kind of like weird apps.
Yeah, make
But
some
from a
fake apps.
perspective, these guys are making some fake apps, but like from a perspective where they do it all the time. So there's like, you know, some information to be gleaned, but it's mostly about comedy and like hanging out and talking about design. And they'll probably tell their friends those things.
That's you know, honestly what I would hope that
Yeah,
we would
like they're
have.
being goofbags, but like I appreciate their perspective because they're clearly, you know, professionals.
Exactly. You know, something like that.
Something like that. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Like it's not quite
Let's
there
see
yet, but they're
here.
obviously working on it really hard. So I'm lit. I'm jacked. I'm quirky. Has drip trending. That's pretty cool.
It's gonna you know, I think, you know, when we hand this over to the marketing department again, I think they're gonna have a blast with this section here. You know, I know that um, the ideas that they're going to come up with for some more like types of tags and things. You know, we're going to really let them shine a little bit. I think, you know, we can't. You know, this is a group effort. Putting in some placeholders here, but of course, we're going to involve.
Are different. No, of course we're going to involve other departments. I'm not just going to write all the copy while I mock something up and then present it, and then the copy is just good enough that nobody notices, and then that's what the copy becomes on the product, because that would be crazy, right?
Yeah, that'll never happen.
That'll never happen anywhere.
In real life. Never. You'd never sneak copy into a project and just leave it there for the entire duration.
There's been moments where I'm like, I'm not even trying to sneak it in. I'm going, listen, I'm a designer. I just wrote things because you won't submit your copy. It's just, I just made it up. Please don't use this. Please get your copywriters to write copy for this. And they go, oh, no, it's like, that's cool.
No, that's pretty.
It's probably fine. Copywriters were in a meeting and they were like, totally, they weren't into it.
Can we just grab
your
that
button's
there?
Better. I feel like we need to put this up here off the nav.
Oh, yeah. That's the nav, right?
That's it, though. I just feel like if Ian was a little more attentive in stand-up, we wouldn't be getting to this issue with the nav and the buttons.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine.
Well, I guess blockers.
Ian, listen, I noticed you've been a little sleepy in stand-up lately.
Yeah, you, I don't even think
you're right.
Really, you're kind of leaning against the wall a little bit. Not even a full stand. What is up?
Are you sure you're in here? This is a scrum. We're doing scrum. Are you here? You're not playing Stardew Valley on your phone, are you? Hezdrav, it's latest Jack's trending. I can order it now. We have that pizzometer thing. It's weird with functionality, and I think it's the UX thing, but it's like something that says pizzometer and produces a number. Well, you could spend 2 weeks with a team of people sorting out exactly what that number meant and how you got it and where it came from. And
oh man,
I mean, that's pretty cool.
Lucky.
Yeah, if you're lucky. If it works, you're so lucky. have to do a branding episode sometime where we actually take one of these things and like make it look like a product. Oh, you got the pizza budget next to order it now. That's so fun. Oh, and goodbye money, right?
I think realistically, that's a terrible kind of idea to plant in someone's head. Like your money's about to go away. We really don't want that.
I would say that the phone experience like pulls you away from your money enough that it feels passive. Like you know that you're like gonna get billed for it or whatever, but it's so quick and seamless that you don't tend to think about the money actually leaving your account. Did you hear that?
There's some kind. I think there's some kind of distortion coming through. Is that what you mean?
From me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's what it was.
Well, I mean, we do. Yeah, branding though. We do need to do a branding exercise.
And we're this is. I mean, we're a little disorganized, but I'm having a lot of fun with the idea of like looking at the idea and we're gonna slowly, not slowly, but like develop it over an architect. So we're gonna go through a design process. Idea. We're gonna spend time ideating, discovering, researching, and then we can move into design wireframing and something that mimics the process is kind of fun. You're making something. Mine is? Wow. All right, let's cut it off.
Well, maybe that's a sign that we're wrapping up.
Am I back? Can you hear me a little better?
Yeah.
Okay, that's for whatever reason my mic just decided to call it quits. I was saying that I've really been enjoying these arced episodes where we like kind of come up with an idea and then go through a full design process. So looking forward to diving back into this for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I guess as you can kind of see, we're had a little bit of a retro, a post-mortem, if you will, and yeah, we're gonna extend we're gonna arc our shows a bit so we can really dive into the details here, and it's been fun so far.
No, it's been it's been fun, and I think yeah, we have some fun stuff coming for sure. We're dialing it in, folks.
Expect a lot of fun, a little more structure, and a little more depth into the kind of the product or app design process here.
And hey,
all good things.
A lot more heart, a lot more friendship,
140% more heart, I think,
and 20% more friendship, and just a dash of romance. Just like it's sort of a romantic tension, always.
I think that there's going to be a thread for sure. Like we need some, like every good show.
That would be really great. I mean, obviously, we're doing this live. We're actually just doing this like totally off the cuff. Like we're just having fun or whatever. We should write in like some like a murder mystery plot. Like we're doing an episode one night, and then like you're like, hold on, I had to go off camera for a second, and then there's like a scream, and then you're back on camera, and yeah. Anyway, all right. I think that brings us to the end of episode 18th on the very 1st of July, 2021.
Yeah, folks, stay tuned. We're going to continue. We're going to continue next week. You don't want to miss it. There are a lot of exciting stuff coming up. So of course, do not forget to subscribe and hit that little bell and get notifications. Smash the like button. What that is? If you like pizza, yeah, it'll pop up a notification, I think, for
yeah, totally. If you like pizza, this is a really, I mean, we're too big.
If you like pizza, hit
cast.
like. yeah, leave us a comment about your favorite kind of pizza or your favorite pizza attributes. Maybe you're after price. Maybe like quality is no matter what is number one. Maybe you want whatever's going to get to you quicker. We want to know. So let us know in the comments, and otherwise, we will see you next week. Coming live Thursdays at 9 Atlantic, 8 Eastern time.
That's it. Perfect. You nailed it. That's the best outro we've recorded yet. End of episode.
And scene.
Goodbye.